Move aside, RG556, because we got the RG557 that's picking up chicks. Okay, no, it's not really picking up any chicks probably, but here it is, guys, the RG557. This is my personal opinion, first impressions kind of review. Today we're going to check out this RG557, and yes, I ended up getting this thing. I bought it with my own money. Nobody's paying me for this, but I do have affiliate links in the description below. If you want to go buy this using my affiliate links, you can do so, which helps the channel a little bit. I get 2% commission. Yeah, really not that much, but it helps the channel a little bit. I'll let you know that. However, yes, this is the RG557. It's got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 in it, and it is supposed to be a powerhouse device. I'm joking. This device actually has a nice Mali GPU. It has a nice Dimensity D8300, and you can probably look at the specs nowhere on the box. All it says is if I either picked white or purple. So yeah, it doesn't have any specs on the box, but it does have a Dimensity 8300. I have had a device that has the Dimensity 8300, which was the POCO X6 Pro. I never did do a full review of that device. I actually had that on borrow, and then I ended up buying the POCO X7 Pro. This X7 Pro has the Dimensity 8400. Now the difference between this is a phone, and this is a gaming handheld that has like active cooling, different performance settings. This has different performance settings, but this device shouldn't get hot, I'm hoping, and shouldn't thermal throttle and all that fun jazz. If you like to hit that subscribe button at any time and you like reviews like this, then yeah, I'm pretty honest, I'm pretty straightforward, and let's begin with actually unboxing this thing. It's not sealed or anything like that. It basically just comes like this, I guess. No stickers that hold it down. Glad that they made it. I did buy a few of them. Yeah, I bought a couple of these, and stay tuned as to why I bought a couple of these, but here it is inside of the nice styrofoam box. They ended up including some joystick caps. Great, awesome. That's something that I already knew was going to be inside. You got some wet wipes just in case your hands are dirty, and you got yourself a manual. I'm not going to read that because I'm pretty sure I know how to use these things. And a screen protector. Now, I don't know if they give screen protectors with all of these orders, but these are supposed to be coming with screen protectors, I think with, I don't know, maybe the first set of orders or something. I'm not too sure. If you don't get a screen protector by the time you buy this thing, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. This is just basically how I got it, and I got them right when they were released. Yeah. I want to check this thing out more on the channel. There's a screen protector right there. I'm not going to put that on, I don't think, right now. And we also have ourselves a USB-C cable and some recyclable cardboard, which is great. I like to see recyclable content. Now, the USB-C cable is a USB-C to USB-A. Probably will never use this, but that is what it is. And anything else? Any secrets? Did they send me anything special except for more styrofoam? Probably not. I don't know what I'm going to do with the styrofoam, but there we go. Styrofoam smells weird. Yeah, kind of smells kind of weird. I don't know. So here is the manual. If you guys want to, you know, check out the manual, you can. I like to tinker with things and like to give my final thoughts about things. This is my first impressions again. Take it or leave it. I don't care. If I have a bad opinion about something off of my first impressions and you don't like it, then that's your problem, not mine, because this is my own personal opinion. I had the RG556. I will let you know my thoughts about that after I'm done with looking at this thing. And right now it's already feeling like it's kind of the same device. I don't know. Let's throw this in the garbage, and we got our styrofoam. Really off the bat, looks like the exact same device. Don't throw away that styrofoam though, because that styrofoam will be helpful if you decide to do any modifications in the future. Here they are side by side. They look quite similar. I'm very interested to see if this case will fit on here, because this case is on here because of my daughter. My daughter plays on this thing, and it really does help with the device feeling a little bit more grippy, because I'm feeling the plastic of this thing, and this is the smoothest plastic I've ever felt. This is like smoother than a baby's bottom. I don't know. It doesn't feel bad. I like the plastic though, and honestly, the plastic on the outside of the screen like this is great. This is one perfect thing that I like about handhelds like this, is that the plastic is encased around the screen. Not the entire screen. Retro Pocket 5 or Odin Portal have the entire screen covered in glass. And what I mean by that is, see this device right here? This is the Retro Pocket 5. The whole thing is covered in glass. Lots of people have been breaking them. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Not saying this won't break if you drop it a couple times, but honestly, the plastic on the outside makes a lot of sense. Have you ever seen a controller that has all glass? I haven't. So they did a good thing with that. Buttons, they still got that nice soft button feel. I still feel like the buttons though for the A, B, X, and Y buttons should be a little bit spaced out a little bit more. They don't, I don't know. I probably became a snob about how the buttons are placed on these devices because I was playing on my Asus ROG Ally a lot, okay? I have the Asus ROG Ally right here, and this device, honestly, you see how the buttons are bigger and they're spaced out a little bit better. That is why I probably, you know, in my first review about this thing, said these buttons are too close to each other and they feel a little bit too soft, but they're actually nice. I like how they're soft. They aren't clicky or clacky. They don't make a lot of sound when you press them. You could probably play this in bed and your wife won't get mad at you, or your girlfriend, or your boyfriend, or your, I don't know, whatever. Start and select buttons, pretty much the same, and these buttons about the same. They're kind of softer feeling, and they're still about the same as the RG556. Honestly, the big thing that I'm taking note of right here is these joysticks. They made them smaller. They are smaller, and they are the Hall Effect joysticks. They feel like Hall Effect joysticks. They feel like the Gull Kit kind of joysticks, but with smaller stick caps. I'm not sure if these pop off. Do they pop off? Nope, don't pop off. Don't try to rank on those. Now, what about these sticks? They have these sticks inside. They came with black and white, and I think I'm gonna go with the white ones because I want to see how dirty they get first. So yes, this is, I don't know why they decided to go with these sticks. Maybe these are the only sticks that they could get manufactured, but maybe these sticks are pretty good for gaming. I'm not sure yet. Obviously, this is going to be something that we're going to mess around with, but from a first look at these, is that going to affect it because they hit the sides when you go left and right? I'm not too sure. I'm also not doing Hadoukens and Badoukens or whatever the heck it's called. I know people like Street Fighter for whatever reason, but I haven't played Street Fighter since the Nintendo or Super Nintendo, and I never really played it that often. I had Street Fighter 1 and 2, I think, or whatever, but it wasn't really my go-to. Not that I don't like Street Fighter, I just don't care for Street Fighter. R1, R2 buttons, tactile, same as the RG556. We got the power button, volume rocker, and the fan blowing out the top. I like the clear shell. It's a true clear shell. You can actually see the inside, so I could put some stickers on the inside of that and you could see them all if I wanted to. I like that, actually. It's a real, true, clear, not translucent. It's actually clear. You can see all the freaking microchips and stuff in there. Yeah, that's freaking awesome, right? Look at all those microchips as I try to focus this a little bit better. Let's turn it on. Yeah, turn it on, and maybe I'll stop yapping. If you come here and tell me I'm yapping too much, well, get out of here then. I don't care. Now, again, you might notice a little bit of my tone a little bit if you've been here for a while has changed because I stopped doing reviews for a while, and that's because a lot of people are like, oh, you yap too much, or you know, your opinion's bad or whatever. Like, get out of here. This is my own opinion, and I do my own reviews a lot differently. And if you don't like it, you know where the subscribe button is. You can not subscribe to my channel and it's not going to hurt my feelings. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now, if you want to come here for truth and honesty and basically enjoy listening to my truth about these things, then do hit that subscribe button if you already haven't done so. There's an update. Awesome. Date settings, we're going to set that up. I hope that they don't. May 7th, 5:33 p.m. That's not right. Let's set this. No, let's set this to my actual date and time. Automatic time zone? It's not actually picking up my automatic time zone. I'm not in USA, I'm in Canada. I'm in Canada, eh? So yeah, I didn't have to pay any tariffs. Sorry, guys. Set time automatically. We're just gonna leave it at that. Click next, and it's going to load some system configurations. Now, the big thing I didn't like about the RG556, which I'm hoping the RG557 doesn't do, is that it would automatically load emulators onto the device. And you know why that's annoying? Well, a lot of the emulators that they loaded onto that thing were outdated. And another thing, they do this and they don't get slack for it. But when I released an application called EmuDroid and made an application that'll allow you to pick whatever emulators you want to install, I got some slack for it. So I'm going to re-release EmuDroid. It's actually a pending approval on the Google Play Store right now. Now, it's not going to be the same, but it's pending approval, and I should have it approved by next week, probably. So stay tuned for that when it comes available on the Google Play Store. It's basically a tool to help you set up your emulation device such as this. So let's wait for this to set up, and I'll stop yapping one more time. Maybe take a drink of coffee. And here we go. So yeah, they do install all of these very not good applications. They install the M64 Plus Pro, which is a paid application for one. They install Aether SX2, Dolphin MMJR, and MMJ. That's going to confuse people when they don't know what the heck they're doing. Redream, not sure if they got like a hacked version of Redream or what the case may be, but honestly, yeah, they're installing a couple of the paid versions of applications. Now these ones are all free. You can actually get these ones from Robert Broglia's actual GitHub repository, and he supplies you with that, but you can support the developer on the Google Play Store. They also install RetroArch. I don't know what the heck that is. They got CMU on here, and Vita 3K, and Aptoid. Never using any of these apps probably. I'm gonna probably set all this up from the start, but yeah, that's very interesting that they're still doing that. It does seem like they have a system update already too, and yeah, we're going to update this device, or maybe it's already updated. Last check successful. Maybe it's already updated. I don't know. It said there was a system update when I was doing the initial setup, but maybe it's already updated. Who knows? I can go into system information maybe about the handheld and see if it's on the latest version. I'm not too sure. Build number version 1.18. So yeah, I guess there's a new build. If you're not in version 1.18, then I guess maybe that's not the latest build. So yeah, this is my first thoughts about this. I don't like the fact that they put the freaking automatic installer for all of these apps, because half of these are probably outdated and not going to be useful. And even if they are the latest versions of like GBA, GBC for Robert Broglia and Yaba Sanshiro, Drastic is probably the only one you want to keep. Well, maybe not. It's not even the latest version of Drastic. It's still version 2.5, which was from like 2 years ago. So that all aside, what do you guys think of this nice looking device? It feels good in my hands. I did like how the feel of the RG556 was. I did have a review about that, and yeah, my review might have been a little bit snobby, but whatever, it's my own opinion. This device so far, kind of the same aspect, you know, it's the same device made twice. And what the heck is that? What? Oh, there's another page over here. Gamepad tester, calculator. Oh, there's like 3 pages worth of stuff, 4 pages worth of stuff. And we got ourselves a moving background. Yeah, I'm probably not going to use that moving background because that also uses battery life. And this thing is supposed to have 12 gigabytes of RAM. It also has 256 gigabytes of internal storage, which is awesome. And I'm going to add myself a 1 terabyte micro SD card as well to it. See how easy that is. Otherwise, I think my first thoughts about this, it's basically like the RG556, different joysticks, and it probably has a better processor, but we'll find out. I'm going to do some testing. I think the first test I'm going to do is based off of what you think. I'm going to want you guys to say what you want me to test first, because I want to test out a whole bunch of stuff when it comes to emulation and see how well it all works, because maybe this is better than the Retroid Pocket 5 in some cases. Have a nice day, guys. Enjoy. Hope you enjoyed my first impressions review of the RG557. Yeah, if you have any clownery to say or any trollery to say, then bye-bye!